Hello everyone, it's Andrew from GemTCG here, and in today's video, I'll be going through the new Pokemon set that just got announced, Pokemon Black Bolt and White Flare. And I will also be talking about what this could mean for previous sets and older cards, as well as what you should do as a seller to kind of prepare for this new set that's coming out. And also, if you need help starting and growing your eBay store or TCG Player store, I have a Patreon with a link in the description. So the new set that just got announced is a kind of like a remake of Black and White from like over a decade ago, I think. And based on the set list and all the new cards, it looks like an exact replica almost, because it has all of the same cards from the Black and White base set. And I'll show you guys what that looks like actually. So I just went on this one website and it has like the current, at least like the rumors for what the new set list looks like. And from what you could see here, there's Zekrom, I don't know how to say it, but Kyurem, Serperior, Victini, Reshiram, Emboar, Samurott. And then it has these three pretty cool looking special illustration rares. And if you look at like Black and White, it's very similar. So I wanted to make this video to kind of just show you guys what the new set looks like. One, it looks pretty cool, especially if you were around at this time when Black and White first came out. I think it's like the 4th generation. I think I was growing up during this time, like when this first came out. And then also I want to talk about what I've been noticing with previous sets coming out, like the Team Rocket set and the Journey Together set, and what I've noticed with how it impacted previous cards. So if you go, I'll show you guys what my listings look like, and I'll show you guys what the gym challenge. So why I'm showing you this is because Journey Together came out, and when it was first announced, it was like a remake of the gym cards and the trainer cards being with their own Pokemon, which is similar to Gym Challenge and Gym Heroes. So I just want to show you guys what the traffic history looked like for these listings during that time. So this is the last 30 days. This is irrelevant, but when Journey Together was announced, my history for this listing and the Gym Heroes listing, the first edition one, same thing, it spiked. So it was around this time in June, I think, is when like the rumors came out and when the set was announced in Japan. So my listing views spiked very significantly during that time period for this. And then if we also look at the Team Rocket set, when the new Team Rocket set was announced, let's just look at the traffic history for this one too. So if you look at in the past year, I'm not sure when exactly it was, but I'm pretty sure it was around January is when the Glory of Team Rocket set was announced. And as you can see here, the history and the views spiked significantly. And I've noticed a lot more sales in these sets when it first came out, or like when the news first came out. And if you understand this, I think what will happen next is that Black and White era cards will peak, and then we'll start seeing some rise in like prices and demand, because when sets like this come out, it brings in a lot of nostalgia and demand for these older cards that are in the same realm. And if we even look at my Black and White set right now, it's this Black and White base set, choose your card. You see the traffic history and it spiked yesterday. Not as significant as the other ones, but that's just because the news just came out, didn't have much time to react, but we will already see a spike in demand for these Black and White cards. And what I mean by that is everything from here. So like Victini, Reshiram, Zekrom, Emboar, Serperior, Samurott, those cards will see a big spike, I think. And even if we go to tcgspike.com, there's already some increases. So like this Zekrom full art from Black and White base set went up 8% overnight. And that's, I'm assuming, is just because of the recent news. This Reshiram and Zekrom card went up. This Reshiram from Black and White card went up another 8.5 or 8.15%. And this Reshiram and Zekrom Rainbow Rare went up as well. So I'm thinking, just based on these like immediate results, cards from the Black and White set, the base set, will be going up in price. So if you have these in your inventory, I would definitely recommend increasing your prices so that when this demand comes up and like continues to rise like it has been overnight, you won't get caught in a buyout and you will be able to make more profit for the inventory that you already have. Also, another thing is if you have inventory that you haven't listed yet that could be relevant to these black and white era cards, you might want to start listing them. Obviously put them at a higher price, higher than market price, because eventually the price that you listed at will meet with the market price. So you'll be able to make a lot more for what you already have. And just again right here, so like it's not exactly black and white base set, but this Victini full art from Noble Victories, which is from the black and white era, went up 17% overnight. I'm a little bit confused why there's no Zekrom and Reshiram like ultra rare or art rare or anything like that. They just have the promo from what it looks like. But maybe, actually these are the Japanese ones. So I'm assuming these would be the big chase hit from the actual English set if they continue with these cards. So, and if we even go on TCG Player and just look at like the Team Rocket best-selling cards and check out the price history, it's like let's look at this Dark Charizard Hollow. It's clearly spiking over the past 3 months. It went from 176 to 210 in the unlimited near mint market price. So it's just continued to rise. And I think it was announced back in like June of 2024, the Japanese set. But building up to the English release, it has been spiking in price a lot. So all of these cards have noticed a large increase in price, building up to the release of Team Rocket Destined Rivals English set. So what you could do to use this to your advantage is, now that we know the Japanese set was announced, you can use this information and then be priced accordingly for when the English set gets announced and more news gets brought into the United States, because not everyone in the market understands the Japanese market and is up to date with the Japanese market. So if you can get in there before most people become aware of this, you will be able to make more money on what you already have. And if you want, you could kind of like invest into it, although that's not what I'm recommending. But if that's what the route you want to take, feel free to go ahead and do that. And you could see some good returns. But based on the data from like the previous sets, even with this Blaine's Arcanine from the gym set, building up to this March release, it went up from $12, which for the damaged one, let's look at the near mint. So building up to the March release, it went from like $50 card to a $65 card in 3 months. So use this data accordingly. These are just some specific examples with some of the hits from these older sets. What I recommend to do is, if you have black and white era cards, list them all. Maybe increase your prices if you don't want to get bought out right away. And definitely keep an eye out for cards in this era. And I'm not making this video so that you guys go and buy out all these types of cards. I don't want to advise doing that because I think it's not a good idea. What I'm just recommending is that if you already have the inventory, maybe price higher than normal, and keep an eye out for these when you're going through your collections and your bulk. If you're like eyeing collections and you see that they have like Zekrom, Victini, Reshiram cards in there, I would say to buy them, but don't go out and like buy out every single copy of a Victini full art, because that's not smart to do. But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video to just kind of make you guys aware of what's going on with this new set being announced and how you could prepare for it. And this advice could be used for any new set coming out. Like, think critically, I guess, when sets are announced, and think what could be used to like leverage that news. Like in this example, Victini went up 17%, Zekrom 8%, Reshiram 8%. So anytime there's big news like this, just try to be adaptive and think of how you could like turn it into a profitable scenario for your business. And I think it will help you a lot in the long run, because it's happened already 2 times in the past like 5 sets or 3 sets with Journey Together and Team Rocket. So, or Destined Rivals. So yeah, I hope you guys found this video helpful, and let me know what your thoughts are on the new set, if you're excited for it, and if you plan on buying it to open it, or if you were around during that time, because I personally grew up during the black and white era, and it was a really cool one. I think the games were the best at that time, from what I remember. But yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Peace.